how's your relationship been with your kids even after?
I have a great relationship with my two boys. It's just, everybody that knows us knows that it's just one of those things. I love my kids to death. I'll do anything for them, and they know it, so they are comfortable with me, and that's just how it is.
I love
And
that
I make sure they're okay.
they're okay. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Being a responsible father. That is exactly. So from your earlier statement, if it was left to you, there never would have been the point where you would get to, and divorce would have been an option for you. So
Definitely.
so obviously, it was her idea to bring in divorce. No matter the challenges you were facing in your marriage, you were ready to face those challenges and go on because you knew that marriage was not a bed of roses,
For
no
sure.
matter what it is.
And my ex-wife knew that.
Oh, she knew that.
Oh, she
That you
knew
would
that.
never have.
She knew that very well, and I think maybe she was trying to. First of all, I was really shocked that she filed for divorce. I never expected it. I knew we had problems, but I didn't expect
You
that.
didn't know
I
that.
thought she was just threatening me to make me behave the way that she wanted me to. Also, she knew that I was scared of a divorce. She knew that. She knew I didn't want it.
Okay, let's get it. Why didn't you want a divorce? Because you didn't want to break the union that you are in, or you didn't want a divorce because you knew of what you stood to lose if the divorce went through.
No, it's just about growing up,
Okay.
right? I grew up in a family of 7 siblings, 2 parents, really loving Igbo family,
Closely knit family.
closely knit family. That's all I know. Up to today, the people closest to me are my brothers and sisters that I grew up with. I wanted that for my kids.
So you're just a well domesticated man who wants to keep up that.
That's exactly who I am. I would never go through my life and be a bachelor. What kind of mess is that? And I would never want to be divorced. I would always want to keep my family, keep my wife, keep my kids, be that one unit so we could be strong. There's no alternative to that. That's the way that I saw it. That's the way I still see it. It's just that it didn't work out that way.
Oh my God. So just like you said, she knew it was something you didn't want. Maybe she just wanted to push it to you and use it to threaten you and get you to do what she wants you to do. Even though you said you had put in efforts to try to change and be to her what she wanted. But how much were you, if she was hammering so much on you changing, conforming to what she wanted, were you on the other side also hammering much on her changing and conforming to what she wanted?
Yes. It wasn't all one-sided. She had issues with me, I had issues with her. But the difference is this. My issues with her would never lead me to abandon her.
Yeah.
And would never lead me to try and divorce her or not take care of her as my wife. That's the difference.
That's the difference. It was just an issue of perspective. We both have things we want to change, but I am not going to hold on to that change I want from you up to the extent of wanting to go away from you.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, on the other hand, she wasn't thinking that way. She was ready to use that to let go of you. Wow. So if I was a very close friend of yours today and I come to you thinking that because you're divorced, I want to get your perspective, and I asked you that, listen, I'm going through this. I'm thinking of divorcing my wife. What would be your advice to me?
Dude, please do not ever try to go through a divorce. I'm telling you, that has actually happened to me.
Okay, a friend has come to you.
Yes, and I've given them the correct advice. Listen, it's obvious. If you have even a little bit of intelligence, you'll understand that it's better to keep what you have and try and work on it and make it better than to just destroy it
and go and start rebuilding.
Obviously, the first option is better.
I know beyond the emotional trauma that you went through, what other aspects of your life, your work life, your social life, what other aspect was hit adversely by this divorce?
I mean, when my wife filed for divorce, we were a family who lived in a 7-bedroom house in a nice neighborhood. I had to move into a 2-bedroom apartment in a worse neighborhood. I didn't see my kids as often as I did. Usually, basically, my life before was I'll be in my basement office working, and my boys would be around me. That was it. That's the best. I felt strong. I could take on the whole world. I had challenges professionally, but I could face them because I'm strong in my family. That was just ripped apart.
And do you? I'm sure that affected you psychologically as well.
Definitely, mentally, emotionally, it's a challenge.
Do you think, by any means, do you think that she knew all this was going to happen to you and she deliberately went in to get the divorce so that it will hit you adversely like this?
I think that she was angry at me,
Okay.
and when you're angry, you want to hurt the other person. When you calm down and you give it some perspective, you might not do that.
Do it again.
But maybe she could also just be trying to protect herself emotionally and not thinking about the effect on somebody else, but thinking about
just herself.
You know, her own feelings and her own emotions. I don't think she ever intended any malice or evil on me. Otherwise, we wouldn't be friends today. I think she was just trying to do what she could to make herself happier, and that's just how it worked out. I don't bear my ex-wife any ill will, honestly, and I just think it wasn't meant to be. It was meant to be for a long time, but at the end of the day, it didn't matter enough for her to want to hold on to it, which means it couldn't have been that good for her.
That's actually what I wanted to say. It's a matter of that's her own perspective, because for you, you were ready to hold on no matter what the challenges were.
Correct.
Unfortunately for her, unfortunately on your side for her, she couldn't hold up, I guess, but fortunately for her, maybe she felt that was the best move for her to take to safeguard herself, and she did it. So how have you been able to build yourself back and get back to? It's definitely not going to be 100% of you getting yourself back, but in everything you've lost, emotionally, materially, psychologically, how have you been able to build yourself back, to gather yourself back and keep on your journey in life?